10 seconds.
And here we go. 26.1 is underway. Really good start to the new open season. Our gym had a wonderful, wonderful turnout, and I was so excited. But the workout for 26.1 is 20 wall balls, 18 box jump overs, 30 wall balls, 18 box jump overs, 40 wall balls, 18 box step overs with the wall ball, 66 wall balls, and then back down the same exact way. And boy, howdy, did it get a little spicy. I enjoyed almost every bit of it besides the spicy bit, which is about 11 and a half minutes of it. But my strategy going into this was on the wall balls on the first 20, just go unbroken, get that little, I want to go unbroken feeling out of the way, and then hit up 10s until about the 66 wall balls, and then go for 6 reps. Just try to stay smooth and breathing on the box jumps. And for the step overs, just try to find a comfortable way to hold the wall ball, which I'll let you guys know that there is no comfortable way to hold that wall ball. But other than that, this workout was a pretty good workout. I enjoyed it. Sometimes these workouts, when we get to see them at the first, at the announcements and whatnot, this one was different. It just felt a little bit different. We saw it and we're like, oh man, this is going to be real tough. But boy, as we got into that workout, I remember saying they're approaching 8 minutes. They're approaching 10 minutes. They're approaching 12 minutes, which that's the cap. That's the cap for this workout, is 12 whole minutes. And I was very surprised to see, the recent winner of the CrossFit Games barely finish under Jason Hopper, and then Colt Mertens doing so well. I think he got 11-16, 11-15, somewhere around there. That was an impressive performance. But man, that is just insane that Games athletes are getting capped on this workout. And honestly, if you're below Games athletes, which, if you're not in the top 40, or even if you're in the top 40, this is going to be an incredibly tough workout to finish. So, word to the wise, just don't expect to finish. Just try to get as far as you possibly can. And that was one of the goals in this workout, was to just show and prove my fitness over the last, I have 11 opens that I've actually registered for and 2 opens that I have not. I was too poor to, register back in the day. But I enjoyed this workout. It was really good. Lots of squats, redo potential, at least for some of us. Going to be really hard. Some of the others, maybe not so bad. But the volume on wall balls, even if you get past the 66, that's quite a bit of wall balls. I mean, you're doing a Karen at 56, I believe, something along those lines. And it just gets pretty tough, being able to redo an open wide with such high volume. But some of our athletes did so incredibly well. And I am, very proud myself of how far I've come in this last year. And, I'm super thankful. I'm super grateful to be able to continually, prove my fitness, improve my fitness, and just continually moving, right? I get to work out alongside friends, and it's just an incredible time. But I hope you guys, did you expect to see such an interesting first open? I believe, honestly, this is one of the most interesting first open workouts that we have ever had. And, I just want to know, down in the comments, what you guys thought of this one. Whenever they announced it, what was your thoughts? And what stood out to you the most? The most important thing that stood out to me the most was I had to make that medicine ball happy, so on those 18 box jump overs, it was going to be sad. So we held it close and tight as we did our step overs, and we just continually made that wall ball happy. I don't know where I'm at in the workout right now, but around the 6-ish minute mark, 6:30, 6:50, something like that, if I remember correctly, I get to the 66 wall balls, and then I just spend the rest of the time just chipping away at the wall balls. I think if I do redo this, I might try to hit up a little bit bigger sets. That way it takes away a little bit of that rest, because I can rest the same amount towards the end as I was doing the sets of 6 as I could 11s. So I'm hoping that that will save. I rested a total of maybe 11 times. So 11 times 5, seconds to 8 seconds is, 55 to 88 seconds. And if I could just regain about 30 to 45 seconds, that'll give me another 10 to 15 wall balls at the end. There I am, making this guy happy. So I tried this pose for a little bit. Not sure, honestly, there's no comfortable way to hold this. Like whenever you look at it and you strategize and you're like, okay, I'm going to try to do this and I'm going to hold it this way. I'm going to hold it that way. When you get into it and when you're in the thick of it, you don't want to hold it. So any way you're going to hold this ball is just not conducive to the health of your mind, right? So you just got to keep it close, stay moving, don't stop, don't set it down. You just got to stay stepping as best you can. But there you have it. That is 26.1. I got 230 reps. I hope you guys are also as proud of your scores as I am. And I'll see you guys in the next open workout. Always remember to stay thankful.